Hello again, people. Right, it's still Good Friday, Easter Friday, and I've just had a nice little trade on GA. I will explain the reasons why. Long trade. I'll pull it onto the charts. You know, these people that tell you can't trade bank holidays and weekends and not weekends, bank holidays and lean, you know, like Christmas and New Year, the time between then, it's utter rubbish. The algorithms are still churning away, and no doubt there's some traders like myself that believe their method, cracking on and doing it. But you can clearly see, you know, I've got all my levels on here. I've done all my analysis. I was looking potentially short here, and that's why. And you know, while we're on this chart here, look. Let's go from H4 is turning green, bullishness. H1, and I'm looking at the indicator now, of course. H1 is showing divergence, making lower lows and higher lows. Massive indication that there is a potential reversal in place. You always have to be careful, of course, and you know, like this situation here, you've got another divergence situation going on. This indicator is the doggy's gonads. You know, it is amazing. I've only had it on my charts 3 months of the 15 years that I've been studying this stuff, or trading, should I say, studying and trading. 30-minute rising. Look, yes, this is, you know, this isn't a coincidence, guys. I make these analysis day in, day out. If that bursts up, then we get the pullback, then we get the break. That is a massively bullish sign. And what else can I say? Well, we've got a 30-minute reversal, candlestick reversal. High, low, lower high, lower low, low, high. All of this is inside stuff. Critically, so higher low, higher high, break. That's a massive reversal. That's actually a 5-minute trend. If you look on the internals of that, it will give you a 5-minute swing trend. You know, that's what I do, and I've done for years, and I don't see anyone else doing it anywhere on the internet. So and I'm happy to share it for free, and I'm happy to teach you for free. Hang on, my dog is doing its stuff again. I need to pause this. She's 15 years old, a bit blind and a bit deaf, so back. Yeah, so we've got the 30-minute reversal there. Now we're on the 15-minute, and you can clearly see the indicator, and I trust this thing so much, guys. You can clearly see the indicator is giving signals. Now, we didn't get the high. I would have liked to have seen, preferred to have seen a break here before my entry. In fact, I entered before that candle, didn't I? So I must have used the 15-minute and the 5-minute. Let's have a look. Yeah, that break there, above that, it should have been above the green in a perfect world, but I liked the look of this to the long side because of all the reasons I've explained. And if we go down to the 5 minutes, the fact that it's green is good enough. You've got a 15-minute reversal here as well. High, low, lower high, lower low, break of the high, close. That was good enough to enter. So it's a combination of the two things. Clearly a break and test of the hourly 8 EMA, which is a 32 on this chart. And then target was always this H4 high here, so we get the H4 reversal. We've had the M30. I don't think we had the H1. High, low, lower, high, lower, low. I don't think that was closed above. Oh, yes it was. Yes it was. Yeah. No, it's closed above on my trade, during my trade. So that's even more indicative of a continuation. But I preempted the close purely because of the indicator now, and that's how much. I used to trade this naked, no MAs at all, just plain candlestick analysis based on the candlestick trend and the break and close. but the indicator makes life a lot easier. Why not have it? Using this makes life easier. We can see pound is massively strong now, and Aussie dollar is weakening off. I know how this moves. I've traded this a lot. That's an important aspect of things. And then on the M1, I targeted that H4, but this price action is horrendous. So I closed the trade manually. I could have got an extra, if I've been watching it, or put my take profit a little bit lower, I could have got an extra 3 or 4 pips by the looks of this. But as it is, 8 pips is fantastic. They may still force it up now to break that H4 level. Coulda, woulda, shoulda isn't in my trading repertoire. It is trends, making your levels that give you the gaps that then you attack using trend analysis, with a little bit of added source from this fantastic RSI histo alert that is free, set at 8, because that 8 coincides with my old diehard India I had down here. I always test things against that. And oops, sorry, it's changed the chart for some reason. GA, sorry, I've added a few things to this, so I'm a bit lost at the moment. Added a few pairs, so that's it, guys. I might make another video follow-up of this later on, if it finally hits that target. So the point of this is, guys, and the point of me making these videos is consistency. Oh, and that there was because at that time in the morning, I was looking for the short off the hourly 8 EMA. If it had reversed, I would have shorted it. That's how confident I am. I love this stuff. The main trend was down. This is always going to be a reversal on the main trend, but at this point you can clearly see, if you go to the line chart, you've got a good strong uptrend going on. Low, high, higher, low, higher, high, pullback. So old resistance here is holding as support, and then we get in on the continuation. This is what I do day in, day out. I'm prepared to teach you for free at the moment. Well, not for free, I'll never charge for it. I'll just go away, get bored with it or whatever. So I urge you to ask me questions about it, anything you like, according to the price action. Anything that I can help you with, I'm happy to do so, until making the most of lockdown, and so should you, to be honest with you. Lockdown is a perfect time for you to master the skill of price action, candlestick analysis, and pure technical analysis. I do not do fundies. I've seen a fundamental trader lose millions of euros, and then I think he lost it because he lost his father and mother, a doctor or something, and brothers and sisters were all loaded into his account. He was trading for other people, and when I did a little search to see what had happened to him, this was going back into about 2006-7, it turned out he'd murdered his wife and was doing a life sentence in prison. So he must have lost it, and that's all not necessarily because of fundamental trading, but he and I used to have lots of friendly arguments over the internet about the fact that my candlestick analysis was much better than his fundamental analysis. So I don't mean to upset any fundy traders, but forget it. Stick to price action. You can trade on bank holidays. You can trade the 1 minute chart. Can you do that with fundamentals? Though it looks like it's going to go up and hit that now. I'll just pause this for a couple of minutes. I'm going to walk the dog again, but let's see if it does attack my H4. I expect it on the first test to possibly stop short of it a couple of pips, as we do in previous videos. If you watch them, please, if you're new to my channel, watch some or all of the videos that include this histo alert, and you'll see how I have become more and more in love with it. Okay, pause it and see if it hits it within the next 5 minutes. What are we? 11:24. So a 30-minute candle crossover. It could go either way. Okay, so I'm back. It's not done what I suggested it might do yet. I've got better things to do than sit watching paint dry on a Forex chart on a bank holiday Friday. It is now 11:26, so I don't intend to wait till 11:30 to see what happens at the candle changeover. I will make an updated video later if I feel that way inclined. This arrow I did suggest that I was waiting for shorts. It was when the price action was here. So you can see we've clearly got a massive breakdown, a confirmation through the up candlestick uptrend with a close. So I was that's why I was watching that, and then it started to make a lower high, but it needed to close below here before I would even consider shorting it. And then you just keep going through the lower time frames. We're on the M5, so I would be waiting for M1 to do its stuff. But obviously what we have here, I've talked about this, an M30 confirmation at this stage, so we would have to have an M30, not an M5 confirmation to enter this, but an M30 confirmation at the minimum. So it's going to be a long drawn out possible trade there. So obviously I wanted to go long, which was why my arrow was there when I came back and checked what was going on. We'd cancelled out this short possibility with the long possibility once this had broken up here. High, low, lower, high, lower, low, low, high, higher, low, higher, high, and close. So that was all off the charts, and now it was back into the long trade. So that's how methodically I trade this. You get your ducks in a row right from the higher time frames, whether it be a weekly long, daily long, whatever, but you use common sense. Any questions about this method, guys, just ask me and I will explain them. I know this inside and out. It is not anyone else's system. It is not any it's not something I've just cooked up to get followers. It is a method that I've built over 15 years. So and I'm happy to share it. If you're an existing professional trader making money, I'm sure this will benefit your analysis. So it's all for good reasons, guys. So look, we can tighten up this trend line while I'm watching this and chatting, babbling. I would join that. Oops. I would join that level there to that level there now, because we've got, whoops, oh come on, don't mess me about, charts all over the place there. We have got new breaks of highs. That's how I join my trend lines. So this high, what the hell is going on? I apologise about this, guys. I don't know why my chart's doing it. Must be an indicator I have on here that's mashing up the CPU. So this lot has been broken by this new push up. So a higher, a lower high, a low high, higher low. Once that's broken, that becomes a valid connection line, and I should connect it across there, but my mouse is messing it up. So that was a valid connection line. So as you can see, when we're considering trading long, we know this is a valid connection line now. So that's how I draw my ascending trend lines. This one technically should have been drawn on the low of that, but that was worthless to me, because so I will use line charts to do these properly. There you got there, and you could draw this one on the line chart as well. I'm loath to do much more on this one because I don't want to have to make this video again or waste it. So if that was the case, then I'd have connected that and that. So often, if you look back on my videos, I'll draw two, one on the line chart, one on the sensible candle chart. This is a very spiky pair, so it can give odd looking results on trend lines, so you have to use a little bit more discretion on this particular pair than most. But again, that's experience, guys. I've got tons of it, buckets of it in price action analysis, so If you feel I can help you, like this, subscribe, comment please, ask questions. I'm here to help, genuinely. Thanks for watching. Have a great Easter.